Howdy, howdy, and welcome to another wonderful trash take. So, as some of you saw, Trump at Charlie Kirk's memorial said some pretty interesting stuff about what's coming to political commentators and the hatred they've been spewing. I'll give some context for this, but I want to play what Trump says first, and then I'm going to show what some political commentators have been saying in the past and what has been said since Kirk died, and how Trump's probably about to bring that ban hammer down on some of these fools, which has already happened, actually. But let's see him. I have a long video watching this entire thing, but I wanted to make a special call out to this segment specifically.
It can only be the beginning of our response to Charlie's murder. Over the last 11 days, we have heard stories of commentators, influencers, and others in our society who greeted his assassination with sick approval.
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of people openly cheering. There's also been some streamers calling for more deaths.
Excuses or even jubilation. You've heard that. So have I. Couldn't believe it. Some of the very same people who spent the last 8 years trying to sit in moral judgment of anyone who disagreed with them about politics suddenly started cheering for murder. Incredible.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy leftists, and social media was allowing it to run rampant, which was disheartening to see, but at the same time, it made a lot of people realize the radical left in America is a problem that needs to be fixed immediately. So, he's talking about radical leftists in America that have had the commentators as well that have said some crazy stuff and have been cheerful about this. Now, who could he be talking about, you might ask? Don't worry, I think I have a pretty decent idea. This is Destiny. This was in a stream after the Charlie Kirk murder where he said some rather interesting things about how we need leadership to bring everyone together. And the way that he thought the best way to do it would have more people be assassinated so Republicans fear leftists. And that fear will cause Trump to beg for a ceasefire and pray that they will stop killing. And I'm not really exaggerating. I'll play the clip.
Not exactly like
you need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down the temperature. The issue is right now, they don't feel like there's any fear. Like, I don't know. It's like memes.
Yeah, guys, you should feel fearful engaging in open debate in a public forum with your fellow man. You should feel fearful. And I've been waiting to react to this for a while because it's Destiny. And if you don't know anything about him, he's either a rage-baiting troll or he's a raging retard. There's rarely some in-between. And he's a pretty intelligent guy, which is why this is alarming to seem that he thinks this is the solution. Because this is fucking crazy. He needs a fucking reality check.
It's just memes to everybody, I guess.
Yeah, his chat, what a clip.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't care. I'm playing video games, okay? I'm done today. I don't give a fuck. God, it's gonna be so fucking gay if I get killed in the next fucking 2 months of shit I'm doing.
Well, yeah, now he's worried because Charlie Kirk was assassinated and he's been very vocal on the left. And he, believe it or not, he's hated by the real far left. This dude's actually hated because his stance on Palestine is, why did they, on October 7th, they start murdering civilians? Like, the left hates him because he agrees with them on 99% of things, but the one thing he didn't agree with on is Palestine shouldn't be murdering civilians, which is a kicker, because he's been exiled by most of the left.
Cuck shit out here. Please don't anybody make any actual fucking, the most cucked, weak-ass, fucking bullshit-ass speeches on my side. God, if it happens, holy shit, I'm going to make a death note before I go out to go live and not... God, it's so cucked.
Yeah, so now it's just him ranting about it. I don't feel a reason to watch the rest of this. But then you had Elon Musk dropping this banger tweet in response. I don't think this jackass should be banned, but Amazon should stop paying him to incite murder. That's insane. Separately, incitement to murder and domestic terrorism is a felony crime. For that, he should go to prison. He can resume streaming when he has served his term. So, I like Elon Musk, but you know, broken clock is right twice a day. Elon Musk is retarded twice a day. This is that moment. Destiny's been banned on Twitch for like 4 years because he said something that was moderate to extreme about trans people. And he was basically saying, I can't argue with them because they might kill me, I believe. Something like that. Anyways, Destiny's been banned on Twitch. So Elon Musk just completely missed the fucking ball here. But he wasn't banned on YouTube, but he's been demonetized on YouTube now. So apparently he recently, he didn't announce it, but a bunch of people in his like Discord and on his Twitter were saying, hey, I just got a notification. My membership is paused. I can't donate. I can't apply because it's like their version of Twitch's subscription basically. So YouTube took action and decided, you know what? This was a little too crazy. You're no longer monetized. So now his money and his revenue is sort of dried up. I'm sure he does other things that could make him money, but for now, his main income from streaming is on hold. And other people have recently distanced himself from him because he's been pretty radical since Kirk's death, and it's been a little too much. And he's also had some issues with pedophilia. And I don't say this lightly. He's admitted to some crazy shit. I'm not going to cover that. If you want to look into it, feel free. But he's openly admitted to having CSAM on his computer. And like, then was like, you know what? I'm not going to deny it, guys, but you know, she told me she was 18, so I'm going to keep it. And it was like, what the fuck, man? There was a bunch of drama around that, and a bunch of people distanced himself from him, and he's been kind of going downhill since then. And his son's come out and said, his son, by the way, he has a son, has seen videos and gets videos of Destiny, who is a prolific bisexual man, so he's gay as well. He'll suck dick. His son has received videos of him sucking dick, which is terrible as a young boy. If I saw a video of my dad sucking a cock, I'd probably fucking lose it. Me personally. But his son's also come out and said he's basically a Nazi now too. So his entire family is now fucked. And he has this tweet that came out, I think yesterday at the memorial. And it's, the Charlie Kirk Memorial is indistinguishable from a Nazi rally, and fuck anyone who wants to pretend it's not. Now, I don't know if this is him being serious. This might be him rage baiting because right now he desperately needs attention. I think this is him rage baiting. I honestly do. He could be serious though. I take it with a grain of salt. Last time I thought he was rage baiting was when the dude died in the Trump rally where Trump dodged the assassin's bullet that went through his ear. He made a tweet saying, "Oh, thank God that this guy died. Like that's crazy." Or that I'm really happy that he died. He deserves it. They should be fearful going to a rally, which echoes the sentiment of what he just said in that clip. I thought he was rage baiting when I first saw it. I was like, holy shit, man. I know Destiny can be a raging retard, but even rage bait goes too far. And then he had to make other tweets coming out saying, no, I am not rage baiting. I am dead serious. I'm glad this dude's dead. And I was just like, what the fuck, man? Political violence should never be tolerated. And at that point, I had only known about Destiny for like a month or two, barely saw his content. I stepped away. I was like, bro, I'm sorry. I'm not willing to engage with this retardation. You were a pretty reasonable person, but something has changed inside you. But like I said, this is more than likely not just targeted at Destiny. There were a lot of content creators, a bunch of TikTok people calling openly for more death on Kirk and his family. You also have Hasan, who makes death threats every other month against a senator or people he doesn't like, or advocates for political violence as well multiple times in streams. So this might not just be targeting Destiny. It could also be targeting Hasan, but you also will have to remember, Twitch's CEO, Dan Clancy, now has to show up in front of Congress in like 2 or 3 weeks and talk about all the times that they've done everything they can to stop radical extremism on their platform, which is jack shit. They don't ban anyone. In fact, Mizkif has been sacrificed on the sacrificial cross for their radical extremism because Mizkif, another streamer on Twitch, made a joke about Kirk getting shot in the neck. It was crass, it was terrible, but he received a weak ban for it, which was kind of unexpected considering they don't ban Hasan for a lot of shit that he does, but Mizkif gets a ban, and it's 100% a ploy by Twitch to try to give Dan Clancy some evidence that they don't allow hatred and extremism to foster on their platform. Instead of banning Hasan, the problem child, they're banning other people who make jokes, which, don't get me wrong, it's a crass joke, it's morally reprehensible, but if you're banning people for hatred, you have Hasan Piker on your fucking platform. He's the fucking poster boy of I hate everyone that disagrees with me and I want them fucking dead. Like, what are we talking about here? But yeah, I wanted to make a video about this just because I'm curious to see who actually gets the ban hammer first. Hasan still is not deplatformed. He's still on Twitch streaming daily, while Destiny has already been deplatformed from Twitch and now has been demonetized on YouTube. And to be honest, Destiny makes himself the perfect meat shield for Hasan because of him making clips calling for absolute more violence where it's very clear no way, shape, or form it can be forgiven. And Destiny does not have the Twitch apparatus to protect him like Hasan does. He doesn't. Hasan's openly admitted the reason Twitch goes out to bat for him so much is because his politics align with their goal. That is why. And he said because it makes them money too. Anyone can make money for Twitch. But him also saying it's because of his politics, it gives away the game plan. It gives away the MO. It's very obvious Twitch has a political bias toward Hasan because of his politics. And wasn't because of Destiny, because Destiny said the wrong thought once or twice. And Destiny's going to be the one that's the perfect example made of, opposed to Hasan. Not because I dislike Hasan, but because he's called openly for death for multiple people and has totally instigated political violence and advocated for political terrorism against people he disagrees with. That's why. Not because he says mean words, but because he's a violated TOS and has said stuff that is an absolute felony in every state. Which is fucking crazy to me that he's been never held responsible for his actions. Me personally. That's my rant for the day. Thank you guys very much. If you like it, if you agree with me, let me know in the comments down below. If you think Destiny said nothing wrong and that we need more assassins, so Trump maybe says, you know what, let's stop the killing. Please, guys, stop killing our people because you think that's going to stop assassins from assassinating people, you're a fucking retard. But let me know in the comments down below. I'm curious to see how retarded people are always. If you like the video, if you like it, comment down below or subscribe. I make random shit like this all the time, so maybe I'll see you in the next one. Until then, later.